You're watching the Circus Restaurant, celebrating food seasonality and some of the best suppliers in the southwest. And today we have Lizzie and Jamie, and they run a business called Just Kidding, which sells goat meat. What is it you do? Where did it all start? How does that work? Being in a relationship, but also being in business together. How do you make that work? So, what is it you do? If you're going to sum it up to a complete novice, as I was before all of this, what is it you do?
In a nutshell, we take billy kids, so the male kids from dairy farms that are producing goat's milk, and we take them at a young age, about a week old, and we rear them in a free-range environment off grass-based diets to produce kid meat.
So, the thing is for kids, it goes through phases of being trendy. Some big celebrity chef will do something, or a newspaper will do an article or whatever. But predominantly it's not on your normal radar. If you're thinking, what are you going to cook during the week? You might do your meat-free Monday, as everyone's doing, and a bit of veg, a bit of fish, and normal sort of meats. But you're not going to think, on Thursday I'd like kid this. It's just not there. Hopefully it will get better, but so what we try and do is we need to engage with our consumers and customers to sort of remind them that we're here and it's a bit of a treat, and it's more than just a bit of meat.
Where did it all start? Were you into farming, or were you were a chef, Jamie?
I was a chef, but I built a free-range chicken farm with the competition in chicken market and the difficulties with 3 for a £10 deal.
Yeah.
I decided to relax a little on the chicken business.
Yeah.
And then Lizzie turned up with 20 kids in tow, and we tried to evolve the business into Just Kidding.
And these are kid goats, not Lizzie didn't turn up with 20
Babies.
babies for Jamie to deal with.
Don't know which would be worse.
Yeah, they were about the same.
And I should point out at this stage, Jamie and Liz are obviously there together, and so they run the business together. They're partners in crime and partners in business, and so the chicken farm really sort of sparked your interest in farming and producing some sort of sustainable meat product, but you're looking for something more unique.
Yeah. I built the farm from scratch, so it's only 30 acres, so you're very confined to what animal you can have there. So the chicken worked really well because they're a small animal. The kid goats work really well because we just use it for their sort of young stage, and then they go out and we grass feed them on all other fields and places.
So we've got lots of local land that we use, so you don't have to sort of own acres and acres. So it's our little hub, isn't it, the farm, and then we go off from there, and it works well.
Go off from there, and it's that's sort of links up to how I was going to ask you about the sort of sustainability of it, because they've got a fantastic system of what land they use to graze. How does that work? Do people offer up their spare field, or how does that sort of work?
So for us, when we were starting out, we wanted it, because the whole ethos is it's a byproduct. It seemed sensible to sort of take that sort of sustainable attitude all the way through. So obviously we finished them off grass, but we need more land for rearing the kids than we would, for instance, if we were rearing lambs, because they need to go onto fresh grass more readily, or more often, I should say. So obviously for us, although I'm a farmer's daughter, we haven't got acres and acres available to us where we are. So we actually graze land that other people wouldn't necessarily want. So it might have difficult access, or it might not seem to be the best quality, because kids will eat everything, and they like browsing and rummaging. So we're very fortunate that we sort of graze areas that other people don't want, and so it's a mutual benefit, that it means they don't have to go in with a tractor and a mower to keep on top of it.
Just absolute
we
win-win
clear it all down.
Situation.
We benefit from having the grass and the space. They get their land used and looked after, and it seems to work pretty well.
So they're all boys.
Yeah.
And they've never had a parent around.
Yeah.
So no discipline. They literally all egg each other on.
Yeah.
And and it is rugby lads on tour.
Yeah.
So no parents at all, no discipline.
One big boys
authority.
club.
Yeah.
Gonna go deep on this one because at the Circus Restaurant, if you don't know about the restaurant, it's owned by a couple called Alison and Jeffrey Golden, and they're married, they're together, and they also run the restaurant. And so I was just going to ask you guys, being in a relationship but also being in business together, how do you make that work? Because I mean, I don't know if it does work, but from looking at you and visiting you and getting to know you, it looks like it works very well. What sort of things do you do to make that work so well for you?
Talk about business 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, never switch off. It's
Living
perfect. Yeah. Whenever there's a problem, we can discuss it and find a solution. Pretty much there and then.
It is tricky because there's no sort of, you don't leave the job at home. Farming, you don't leave the job at home, which is pretty similar to the restaurant trade. You know, it's there, isn't it, all the time. Yeah. So I suppose it's trying to get a balance of, you know, a compromise, and it's me, I don't switch off very well, but it is hard, and I think you forget that it is 24/7, so you work together all day and then you finish and then you're together all evening or whatever, you know, it's sort of, but they say absence makes the heart grow fonder, but clearly not.
Clearly not. You've got to live it and breathe it.
It's a bit like if it's your own business, and it's difficult insofar as you've got more at stake. It's hard to detach the emotion, you know, because you take it personally. It's your thing that you've done, but at the same time, you're working with somebody that's on the same level as you, so you've both got that drive that you want it to work, and it's quite personal. Yeah. So when it's good, you share that. Yeah.
Most kid farms or goat farmers don't ever consider putting them outside.
No.
So we're the largest free-range producer in the country. Because they're such hard work to maintain, but their natural environment is what they're best in, and this is the most natural we can make it. Yeah, they love it. They spend all their time just playing around.
The only thing that we do is you can see like the white tape there. So what we do is what we call strip graze them, because as bonkers as it sounds, if we gave them this entire field in one hit, within about 3 or 4 days they'll be bored of it. They won't have eaten the grass, but they've been round it, and we've been there, done that. Nothing's interesting. Right. Because they are naturally browsers, and that's why, you know, keeping them outside makes much better sense. They like to roam around, have a look. They're ever so nosy and inquisitive. They're not thirsty. They just want to know what Jamie's doing. Do you know what I mean? Like they're just, you know.
If you want more information about Just Kidding, go on the website.
It's www.cotswoldkidmeat.co.uk.
Okay, fantastic. And there's some. Have you still got the recipes up on there?
Yes, and we've put some more up actually. So,
lovely. Yeah. So even if you want some recipes ideas, you got your favourite recipe for kid meat? Or?
Yours is tagine.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a tagine, especially now going into winter. The tagine is a bit of a hit, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I like it because it's something that you can just start and then abandon.
Forget about it.
And then when you come in, it's done.
Lovely.
And that's easy.
I prefer the offal.
Salt
and pepper, simple. Yeah. Maybe deviled kidneys, bit of cream, bit of brandy. But the simplest way to cook it, and just let the flavours come out of it's natural.
Nice. And just fried or
literally,
sauteed.
Just sauteed on the top.
Lovely.
And keep it as basic and simple as possible.
We want to make sure that we're farming the best way we can to produce the best meat we can. And do that, but it is fantastic that more people are embracing it as a meat, and there's a demand, particularly coming from the chefs, which is really useful.
Yeah,
essential.
Yeah, brilliant. It's the restaurants that make it. Yeah. So the chefs and the restaurants do all our PR work.
You lot.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell the chefs that we're very lucky to have you. Well, we feel privileged to have you as suppliers. We really enjoy using the meat. And long may that continue.
Exactly, definitely.
And I'm going to leave Jamie and Lizzie here. They're going to have some lunch here now. Thanks a lot for watching.